We are learning much more tonight about what led up to a shooting that left a 14-year-old boy dead in OTR this morning.
David Winter live for us now from District 1 headquarters with the very latest. And David, this is now the 16th homicide just in the past month here in Cincinnati.
That's right, Megan. 16 homicides within the past month, 30 homicides so far this year in Cincinnati. That's just a few below average. But there was nothing average about this morning's homicide. 14-year-old Anthony Hinton Jr. shot dead almost exactly 5 years after Anthony Hinton Sr., his father, was also shot dead on these very streets. Dozens of people gathered tonight for an impromptu vigil for another young man taken far too young.
He was a nice kid, goofy, always played around, stuff like that. He never did nothing wrong to nobody.
Police tell Local 12 at least 2 young men ambushed Anthony Hinton Jr. and his friends at about 6:30 this morning as they were hanging out in OTR. This is Anthony Hinton Jr. at a group session aimed at helping young men in tough situations, and Anthony definitely had a tough start.
Somebody just got shot over here on Spruce Hill, at Birch Woods. Damn, he shot in the head.
A 911 call almost exactly 5 years ago, July 2014. Anthony's dad, Anthony Hinton Sr., shot and killed in Springfield Township. He was just 27 years old. Father and son both shot to death 5 years apart. Leonard Costin says he knew Anthony Jr. and his dad. This afternoon, he's sitting around the corner from Anthony Jr.'s memorial at a memorial set up for his little brother, who was shot earlier this week.
His eyes started to roll back in his head, and he closed his eyes. I laid him down. And the ambulance got hurt.
He died in your arms.
Yeah, he died in my arms.
Aaron Pullins is doing what he can to end the cycle of violence in OTR and the rest of Cincinnati. He was Anthony's mentor, keeping him involved in basketball. Anthony is the one in the long-sleeve red shirt. And boxing. Anthony is on the right.
There's just a tragic thing happened to a young man who had so much hope and so much promise.
My son called me earlier and told me that Anthony had got killed.
Anthony called Kimberly Alexander Aunt Kim. She brought the stuffed animals to the memorial with her own son, who she will not let out of her sight.
I keep my baby close to me. Like, I barely take her to the park. I just take him to the store, like to get a slush or some ice cream or something. My baby will be up under me 24/7.
But for those who are beyond the reach of their mothers, those teens who are hanging out today and tonight in OTR, there is fear.
Because you never know, it could be me next.
Again, detectives tell me that they are seeking 2 young men in connection, at least 2 young men in connection with Anthony Hinton Jr.'s murder this morning. Also, that gentleman that we introduced you to a moment ago, is the mentor of Anthony, was the mentor of Anthony. He is holding 2 events, one in Madisonville Artsville Center. That's on Thursday, July 11th. Another one at Avondale Business Center on Tuesday, August 13th. They both start at 5:30. They're both aimed at ending some of this violence that is plaguing this city. You can find more information on those at local12.com. Reporting live from District 1 headquarters, David Winter, Local 12 News. Back to you in the studio.
David, thank you. And detectives tell Local 12 they're confident they will solve this homicide, but they could always use your help in solving cases. So if you know anything about the crimes out there, call Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040.